I'll be loving every. I'll be loving every time. I'll be loving every time.
Who are we?
We are
the Honor family.
I'm sorry.
I like your light, but I wonder would you light up mine? I've been feeling shine away from who I really am. I wish the world would slow down so I can have my own peace of mind. But I won't shine away from who gon' take mine. Lord, would you pick me to shine? I had the key to the golden gate to shine. I wouldn't dare you to cross that line.
What's up, everybody? It's Cora from the Honor family. Hope you guys are ready for this video. This video is about me giving birth to baby Nora, story time. So let's get straight to the video. First, let's start off saying that this wasn't as bad of a birth story as baby K's was, so yeah, but just bear with me though, and let's get straight to the video. So, first off, I remember on the day when I first started having contractions, and that was on the same day Nora was born. It was January 21st, 2022, around 7 o'clock in the morning. And I remember this because when I first started feeling contractions, I wasn't sure if it was contractions at first. Let me just say this. I wasn't sure if it was or not, but I felt like it was because it was close to time for her to be born anyways. Like, I was a few days late on her. So, my original due date was, I think it was like around January 17th, 18th. And I had like a few days later. So, kind of past due date a little bit. So, I knew I was getting close to having her. So, but I didn't really figure out it was contractions until I kept feeling them come back and back over and over again. So, but I remember it was around like 7:30 because at this point Zayr's mom was gone to take the kids to school, so I knew it was around that time, and that's when I first started having them. I had to wait till she comes back to take us to the hospital because I was not about to get in an ambulance, you guys. I don't do ambulance. I don't like those. So I had to wait like 15 to 20 minutes for her to come back, and I was still having contractions from here all the way to the hospital. And I'm talking about you. I remember the day that, the time we got to the hospital. At first, I forgot because they wasn't about to let Zayre come in the back, and then I guess they didn't know who he was. I'm like, that's the baby's father, like, can he come in the back or not? And then, so they was like, oh, okay. So they let him come back there. And we went to this little room. It's where they weighed me and they checked to see how many centimeters I was. And at this point, I was already, like 6-7 centimeters dilated already? Yeah. When we first got to the hospital. So I was pretty close to having her, like really close. I was probably lower than that. I don't remember. I was already dilated a pretty good amount, but I was in this little room for about an hour and a half, maybe longer. I don't remember because it seemed like it's been so long, but it was just like 11 months ago. But yeah, so I was in the room where they weighed me, they checked how many centimeters I was, and then this is where they do the IV. They put your IV in your arm. This time, when they put the IV in my arm, they only had to put it in there once. With baby K, you guys, if you ain't seen that StoryTime, go check that out because that was insane. But this time they only had to do it one time. It was right here. Wait, was it right here? Right here on top of my arm. I had to think for a second. Yeah, so then we texted his mom and told her like I was so-and-so centimeters dilated already. She didn't think I was dilated. She just thought I was having like contractions or like I was just in pain. But I knew that I was going to have the baby because like I felt it and I just kept having contractions back to back to back. So I'm like, if I'm having this many contractions, then I should be having a baby soon. You shouldn't be having so many contractions and not have the baby. Babe, she's trying to get to this computer. So yeah, but then they took us to the big room where I was going to give birth to her at. And I was in there for approximately a while. I'm gonna just say that. we was in there for a while. It was a pretty decent sized room. The contractions, when they got me to the bigger room, the contractions got worse and worse and worse. Like, I literally was crying, like, deep in tears, because the contractions are so hard. They didn't want to give me a, what are they called? Epidurals. They didn't want to give me one of them at first. They said, I feel like you're too ready to push. I can't give you an epidural. I'm like, no, I need an epidural. I can't push without an epidural. So I said, I can't wait to push. I just need an epidural.
Talking about your big head, how your head was too huge of a size. So.
You see, y'all, this is why I don't pay him attention, because he interrupts me with his big head comments. You know what? Eat a cookie. Yeah. So.
Matter of fact, I am just gonna eat this cookie.
I got a plate full of cookies, and you guys. Milk too, because why not?
Matter of fact, I am just gonna eat this cookie.
You want another cookie?
No, I'm good.
Okay, good, because you're gonna go get it anyways. So, but we was in the room for a while, and they weren't, like, because they said, if you're having back contractions like this, and you were already, at this time, once they put me in a big room, like, where I was about to give labor at, like, I was already 7 to 8 centimeters dilated already. So, they're like, you're almost ready to push. Once you hit 10 centimeters, you're ready to push. I'm like, yeah, I know, but, you know, I need an epidural, because my pain tolerance is, like, extreme. I hate pain, you guys. Yes, baby. Yes. Go eat your chocolate cookie, okay? Go eat your chocolate cookie. Over there, not on me. Look, bet she's getting my pants all dirty from this cookie. So yeah, so I was just telling them, like, I need an epidural, and then I can start pushing. Like, once the epidural starts kicking in, I'll start pushing. Well, they gave me the epidural. This epidural worked way better than what Baby K's did, you guys. They only had to do one epidural, and I remember I literally couldn't feel my waist down. Like, they said, okay, like, when I was ready to push, and they said, all right, lift your legs, and we're about to start pushing. I'm like, I can't move my legs at all. My legs are so numb. I couldn't even feel my legs at all. Like, they had Zaire come and lift my legs for me to move them, because I couldn't move my legs. Like, literally, I couldn't even feel. They could have did anything, and I wouldn't feel nothing on my legs, because, like, my legs are so numb. So, yeah, once I had already got set up and everything to give birth, I started pushing. How many pushes did it take me to get, like, for it to come out? Like 4 or 5 pushes? It wasn't that many. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 pushes, and then she was out. I didn't feel her coming out. I thought I had to keep on pushing. And like, she's here. I'm like, what? She's here? I didn't know. I thought she was still, no. But, yeah. So, but this pregnancy wasn't as bad as Baby K's, because, like, hers was like a horror movie, as Zaire says, you guys. But Nora's was not nowhere near that bad. But I was just so ready for her to be here. I wanted to see what she looked like. I'm going to put right here a picture of Nora when she was born, and then a picture of Baby K. Because they look just alike. When Nora was born, she looked just like Baby K. So I'm going to put this right here so you guys can see. I remember when she came out, me and Zaire both were like, she looked like Baby K. Because she did, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She looked just like Baby K. And yeah. This wasn't really a long video, you guys. Like I said, it wasn't an extreme labor and delivery, just like Baby K was. But she was super easy.
She was super easy.
She was super easy. And both natural. I had no C-sections, you guys. She came out a big girl, but not as big as Baby K. I think she weighed like 6 pounds. Baby K weighed like 8 pounds. But yeah. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was the end of it because, like I said, you guys, it wasn't too much to talk about. No. So, with that being said, make sure you hit that like button. Please comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when the Honor family uploads our next videos. And drop down in the comments any suggestions you want to see me and Zaire and the kids do in our next videos, or anything you guys want to see us do. Make sure you drop down in the comments. And we'll see you in our next video. Peace.